Banger. Absolute banger. I'm cooking. I don't know why I'm cooking. It's probably the caffeine thing again. You can agree that that title's the best thing you've ever seen. I debated like Cuz versus Call Me Sir Francis Drake because we're in uncharted territory. Call Me Sir Francis Drake the way we're in uncharted territory. And I just went with the shorter one. I also turned myself down a little bit, which I think is a good thing. Might even do it a little more. Just a tiny bit. How about there? That look good? It's like mostly yellow now? I don't know, that seems good. Maybe even a little more. Like there? Is that really like... Is that where it should be? Problem is that like it just goes right up immediately. I don't know. It just maxes out. Like there. That looks fine. I don't know. I don't know. How about there? Looks like it's not... It's still doing the same exact thing. I don't know. Actually, that might be good. Looks mostly good, at least. It might be quiet, but... I can deal with that. You can just, like, turn me up. Turn me up the way we're up. Up in Saffron City, having beaten Giovanni, only one death. Not even focused on I lost him on. Focused on it a little bit, not gonna lie. I feel like, ooh, house. Just feels like didn't need to happen, but... Okay, I was listening to a song. I need it to end. Earbuds off. Very, very cool. I'm just chilling. Honestly, we might do Minute Cryptic. Feels like a Minute Cryptic day. It's kind of quiet, actually. Might be a little too quiet. I am talking just, like, a little softer. What was it before? Like, it was at 70, so that might be okay. I want it to be most of the time in the yellow, I think. I think that's the overall goal. And it seems to be in the yellow. So, I'm cool with that. My face kind of hurts. It'd be cool to be like a pirate. I guess they really don't... They do exist, but I guess I wouldn't want to be a pirate now. Which means I also probably wouldn't have wanted to be a pirate then. Oh, the music. It's in my ear now. Center music is driving me insane. I need to get out of here. There we go. I feel better. Ambition better. That means a little in German. Fun fact. Fun German fact. Learn in German. Learn in Deutsch. That's German in German. As in the word. Yeah. We do Minute Cryptic. This music's a little less grating on my ears, and I also turned it down. And everything's working now. If I press this, like, look at that. I mean, there's not much to see, but it's not popping up. Gotta fix that. Because I want this. I want... Dash. There we go. And that should be good. You can actually hear me in the screen now, which is beautiful. Beautiful. And we got this. Also beautiful. Minute Cryptic. Only 1 minute, and it is cryptic. I wish I could... Maybe I could put this down here. Watch that, isn't that cool? Might be less optimal, but I'm chill with it. I also need this to be like... There we go. You can see all the behind the scenes. Looks a little odd, but it's fine. Now we can see Minute Cryptic. The best game in the land. Let him bleed. Prisoner. Prick. Guard. I don't know what that means. I'm not that smart. Let him bleed. Bleed feels like it could be an indicator. Let him bleed. To bleed is to, like, lessen. I don't know. Prisoner. Prick. Guard. This one's weird. Let him bleed. Prisoner. Prick. Guard. Sentry. I think guard might be the definition. Let him bleed. Prisoner. Would that be like... Let him bleed is the prisoner? Maybe? Like, thimble. Because it's a prisoner within itself, you know? So you get thimble. I feel smart enough. What is a thimble? Is it a prick guard? Isn't it, like, protects you? Yeah, I think it, like, protects you from getting pricked. It's a thing in Monopoly. I've played Monopoly. I'd say I'm good at Monopoly. It's this thing. I don't sew. Monopoly. That's a Monopoly thing. I've played Monopoly. I can do thrice real quick. Get to have a mental respite in doing trivia before I do Sabrina. Known as White Today in South Korea, many East... you know what? I don't want to think. What's going on? What's going on in the game? What are we doing? What's our level cap? Who are we fighting against? Those are the real questions. The ones that need to be answered. This battle is the real thing that's happening. Can do Chuck or Focus Sash, which is interesting. It's definitely interesting. Because putting that on a couple of mons could be very, very good. This is the first, like, Johto battle that I thought, hey, this could definitely be worth doing. Just obviously have to be, like, super scared of Gallade. Sneasler's terrifying. This team's really, really good. So ideally, I don't want to think about it right now. But I can think about Sabrina. She's at 57. I'm at 57. It's like the perfect pair. Perfect pair. What else is a perfect pair? I don't know. Peanut butter... No, I don't think peanut butter and jelly is a perfect pair. But I think there is something in the beauty that they're not a perfect pair. Like, they're almost perfect in their imperfectness. I don't know what I was talking about. I don't know how I got to perfect pair. I don't remember. But, let's beat Sabrina. How about it? This fight's really scary. Oh, my level cap's higher than this. It's 59. That's quite good for beating Sabrina, I would say. Did we get the mega thingy? I assume we did. I assume we did. Where is it? Do I just have it? I thought I'd get it here, or after beating Geo, or whatever. I don't see it. I do not see it. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. Mega Ring. Where do I get the Mega Ring? Maybe it's last Geo. When do I get Mega Ring? From Professor's Assistant. Oh, I go over here. I go over here. I just go over here. It's that easy. It's that simple. It's over here. I think. I think it's in this building, which also has a bunch of moves I should probably look at. This guy, maybe? No. These are the moves. There is some, and maybe they're good. I haven't really thought about it. Power Gem is, like, interesting, I guess, on Palkia. I don't know. Interesting. Oh, there's the Alcremite. It must be another building. In Silphco, near gym. So I have to go near the gym. And he'll give it to me. Give me the thing. The thing that I'd want. Where is Professor's assistant? It says near gym. Is it this guy? No. Is it... Where? Where is it? Not in here. Okay, I didn't mean to do this, so we're actually just gonna, like... I'm not gonna worry about it. So obviously I did not mean to do that. Where am I? Is this one? Yeah, it's this one. I probably shouldn't have talked to him, but I'm just not going into it without prepping. Where is Mega thingy? Yeah. I will fight it if I want to. I just obviously was being dumb and clicked it, or I'm not gonna punish myself for that. I would rather just have fun. Now, where is Professor's assistant? I don't think it's in here. I don't think it's in here, but it says it should be here. Not in Saffron. Well, in Saffron, but not in Silphco. It's not this building, is it? Otherwise, they would just say it was this building. I don't know. I'm stuck on the couch. Where is Mega Ring? Do I actually have to just look it up? It's not in the mart, is it? Is it, like, in the gym? Oh, I gotta go to the gym. Thank you, thank you. Why does it say near gym? It should say, try to go in gym. Alright, we got Mega Ring. We're chilling. We have, like, one Mon that can Mega Evolve, I think. I haven't really thought about it in a while. And Latias, which is nice. Don't know if it's good for this battle. Metagross. That feels good for this battle. Is that it? Obviously, Mega Raichu not there yet. Zeraora. Dreadnought. Let's check the abilities on the Megas. You can actually do this. Mega ability. Cool. And start with Metagross. Regular Metagross has Primordial C. It's fine. This thing has Ice Scales, which is more than fine, I would say. Quite good. It's kind of broken for this gym. Where's Metagross? It's down here. It's got Ice Scales. That's like endgame mod. I did kind of forgot that I can't just get all the Mega Stones. So where is the Mega Metagrossite? And why is it really late in the game? Metagrossite. It's on Victory Road. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I know there is a code. It's just like, I don't think I can use it unless I beat the game. I don't really know how it works. Mega. I feel like it's like, do I feel like it's cheating a little bit? Nah, because it's like I'm randomized. It's fine. What is this saying? Mystery gift codes? Mega? I think it might. Is it? I can try. I'll see if it worked. Oh yeah, you have to have New Game Plus. Well, that's fine. I'll just not have Metagross with Ice Scales and feel fine about it. In that vein, I believe that Latias is also gonna be Latiasite. Is it also in Victory Road? It's in Cinnabar Island. Okay. Well, we're not gonna get those Megas anytime soon. That's fine. And I really don't see myself using Mega Dreadnought unless it has a vested ability. It has Magic Bounce. It's not terrible. It might... I don't know. it'll be tough to use it. Like, is it realistically better than anyone on our, like, main team? Stats aren't bad, they're just not insane. And we have some broken mods, so it's water fighting. That actually makes it more interesting, I would think. Obviously not bringing it to this battle, but Dreadnought has Magic Bounce. Like, obviously not a bad ability, but Magic Bounce. Yeah, that'd be nice. I mean, it's just kind of like, it's brutal for a randomizer when you have a Metagross, like, theoretically, that could be insane, and you just can't use it. And you already have, like, so much other broken stuff that it feels like it's, like, it'd be fine if you just unlock Megas at this point. But it's whatever. What does Latias, like, have, or Mega Latias? If it's good, I'm actually just gonna be sad. Okay, it's just Aftermath. We're fine. We're fine. Just Aftermath. It's not as good as Intimidate. Double Intimidate on Latias? Kinda bored. I don't even know if that's possible. I feel like it probably is, with how the randomizer works, but I don't know. Is that literally all the Megas? Zeraora does not have a Mega in this game, because he just got one. Can you imagine, like, Intrepid Sword plus, like, something else? Be crazy. Pretty sure that's it. Unless there is a random Mega that they added that I don't know of. But I don't think so. So, we don't have any Megas, which is fine. We just gotta win. I mean, we have a Mega. When do we get the... where is the Dreadnought? Or whatever it is? It might also be low, or later. You need Sir. So, just remember to get it when we're there. It's, like, fine. It's fine. We might use it at some point. Let's just beat Sabrina, I guess. Let's just do it. Just a little scared, because I don't know what I'm doing with Double Battle plus Trick Room. And I have a bunch of fast mons, which is also a little bit, like, yikes. So that's how I feel. That's how I feel. What are my abilities for Metagross? Primordial C is what I have. Obviously, I can't Trick Room him back, so I just gotta deal with the Trick Room. Unless I can kill Hatterene immediately, which, is that worth it? I don't know. Priority feels like it might be a smart option. But let's look at everything, consider all the options. This battle is a lot different than every other one because of Trick Room. There's just something I'm going to have to figure out. I don't think Kamalo is going to come here. Just realistically, like, it's fighting. Obviously, it's good in the Porygon too, but everything here... I mean, actually there's not that much Psychic on this team. It's just you have to deal with Expanding Force. Which, I mean, Psychic Surge is a little bit of a problem. What if I went in here? This might be crazy. What if I went in here with a plan to use Electric Terrain? I feel like that's, like, maybe smart. Maybe smart. I can't guarantee it, is the problem. Like, I don't know if it actually is smart. Ursaluna with Trick Room is going to be, like, a massive problem either way. What is the effects of Electric Terrain? Electric Terrain. Boost power of Electric-type moves by 50%. Can't be Sleep or Yawn. Does this thing use Sleep? It does have Spore, so that's a little bit interesting, like, genuinely. Makes Brute Bonnet a lot less of a problem, I would say. Interesting. Like, it's definitely a consideration, at least. And then it makes Priority, like, a thing that I can use. So, genuinely, like, maybe. Looking at mons that would be good here. I mean, you're just looking at anything that's, like, slow. But, like, not bad. Which is a kind of weird combination. I could see this thing coming. It resists a lot. It does pretty well into the entire team. Question is just like, how is it doing damage? I think is the biggest question. So maybe Polar Bear does come. What's the thing's second ability? I feel like it's okay. Rocky Payload, which does something. I think it makes rock-type moves better. It's like another stab, basically, which doesn't help here, but... Yes, yeah. Deals damage dealt by 50%. Alright, I mean, it's not crazy, obviously. But it is a mon that, like, theoretically could be good. I don't think Arch is slow enough to really be interesting. This thing's not really slow enough. Ludi Polo. Neutralizing Gas is interesting, because you can potentially make Psychic Surge not go off. That's it. Like, genuinely, that might be the play. Obviously, you still have to deal with Trick Room, which is a little bit of a problem, but it's definitely not a bad lead. I think it does pretty well in this team. Maybe you go into that being the strategy? Seems intriguing to me. Grumpig's slow, but it's also bad. This thing's not that slow, but it is moderately, like, it's not slow enough is the problem. Meta, gross. It's basically, what, 70? Yeah. Not slow enough again. Not slow enough. Not slow enough. This thing might be slow enough. It's a Gastrodon. Like, realistically, how much is it gonna do? With its abilities, not anything, is my answer. This thing can obviously come, it's just fast enough that Trick Room is neutralizing it. Bad. Too fast. Is this thing slow enough? Goodra. What does it have to be, like, base? It's not slow enough. It's gotta be like 55. I mean, it would speed tie like the Porygon, but her team is so slow that it's really tough to go in with like a being slow strategy. So you really just gotta like deal with the Trick Room, and I'm not super good at doing that. This would feel like an obvious bring if everything didn't have Psychic, but it is faster. It is kind of just like faster. Amoonguss. It does get hit hard by Psychic, but there's not that much Psychic in here. And if there's no terrain, I really don't have to worry about it too much. The question is, what attacks do I use with Amoonguss? I still don't have Spore, I'm pretty sure. 62, so it's just beyond this. I can Rage Powder. That's tempting. Obviously, Hatterene and Indeedee have mystical power, mystical fire. So that's still gonna do damage. Like, this thing is not gonna want to take 2 mystical fires, just realistically. And Thermal Exchange, I don't think really changes that. Does raise attack. What if... maybe this is a bad idea. What if the Thermal Exchange, Rage Powder, and then you just kill everything? Is that like a thing that could happen? Its attack and special attack are the same. Question is how you're doing damage, right? Like, what moves does this thing get to do damage? Giga Drain's probably like the most potential here. Hatterene is neutral. Maybe it's super effective against Hatterene. Hatterene. Poison is super effective because Fairy. So that's interesting. I don't know what poison move you'd use, but it obviously had to be physical. Which, that's where you get into the weird Okay, but what physical move are you using, right? I really don't know. Does it have any, like, good physical moves? Not really. That plan might just not really work. So all it really gets is foul play. That's interesting. Foul play. Foul play. Is this a legit strategy? Because I feel like this is maybe like a thing. You go Rage Powder. You don't even necessarily need to Rage Powder turn 1. Because it probably just goes for Mystical Fire on you. But you had to like make sure it does. So maybe you do. It's interesting. This is interesting. It is slower than basically everything but Hatterene in Trick Room. Definitely go minus speed on this thing. It's base 30. Yeah, it's just slower than everything. I don't even know if you need to go minus speed. I mean, you might as well. It's still faster than Hatterene, but that means you just have to kill Hatterene turn 1. That's interesting. What does this thing do? Lorantis? Not much. Not much. I don't think it's going to be useful. It's definitely too fast, so... I gotta make sure, though. I don't think, like, Lorantis evolution is that fast. That fast? But I think it is fast. Say not. That would be not good. Yeah, 55 is not slow enough. So, unfortunately not very useful. This thing is super slow. Question is, does it do anything? I don't think so. It's just weak to Psychic. Doesn't really do well into, like, Ursaluna. Or Porygon. Does fine into Porygon, but this is doubles. So I don't think we can bring this thing. It kind of sucks. That's obviously too fast, too fast, too fast. So really the two mons that are, like, slow enough are, what, Stunfisk and Amoonguss. And Amoonguss is the one where you're like, okay, that's definitely, like, a logistical, this could be a play. It's interesting. So obviously, like, the problem is in here is that you have to, like, stall out Trick Room at a certain point. Because we only have 2 Mon that actually are better than her entire team in Trick Room. And with both Hatterene and Porygon 2 being here, that means she has 2 Trick Room Mons. It means Trick Room can go up at, like, any time, and you're just gonna have to, like, hopefully stall it out as long as possible. And then be fast the rest of the turns. I think it's a interesting strategy to maybe just try to be, like, use priority moves a lot. I think that's a valid option. You think Zeraora is pretty good here? It does have Ursaluna. Obviously doesn't do... It doesn't do badly into Ursaluna. Close Combat's gonna do a lot. And I can't really... I mean, High Horsepower is gonna... is scary. How much does Close Combat do into Ursaluna? Whitney, Sabrina. And Zeraora. +1 attack. Close Combat. Oh, it kills. I mean, obviously, High Horsepower is doing a lot. Facade's doing a crazy amount. But if you can manage to be faster, it's not a bad option. This thing has Fake Out. I think we're definitely bringing Zeraora. I don't think there's, like, any reason not to. Obviously we're bringing Palkia. You just have to. This thing is kind of just broken. It's gonna, like, one-hit anything. Speaking of which, Porygon 2 is, like, Porygon 2, I'm just a little concerned about being on the field. Like, I don't want it to be able to get a Trick Room off. But realistically, like, it probably is. With Eviolite, it's super bulky. This thing's 59. I was definitely level 100 there, or wasn't I? Yeah, I mean, that was obvious. Close combat. This thing's scary. Still doing a lot. But Facade doing 156 to 184% is a real problem. And I don't really know how to deal with it. Feels like Fake Out. Period. It's Fake Out. At the same time, Palkia kills it in one hit. But the problem is obviously like getting Palkia in. Can a Moongus just sweep? I'd like that. Can we just get a Moongus to like sweep this thing? Okay. Palkia 59 has, what's the ability? Feline Prowess, not Gluttony. Feline Prowess, and use a Water Pulse. It basically kills. I can get it to kill because it's plus special attack. So, I mean, that's our answer. It's just Trick Room. Why does Facade do so much? Ursaluna's a real problem. I'm noticing. I need a Ghost type. Just for this thing. The problem is, like, his doubles. Like, I can't just, like, predict a Facade coming into one of my Mon if it kills them both. I don't know. Just does such a ridiculous amount of damage. And I can't guarantee a stall out. I just gotta, like, kill this thing. Problem is, it's faster. Like, with Trick Room, obviously, it's faster. This is gonna be tough. I think this Ursaluna is a real problem. And this is Mega Gardevoir, which is another deal. It's got Pixelates, which makes Hyper Voice a Fairy-type move and makes it do an insane amount of damage. It's going to be another problem that I'm going to have to deal with. But I think the first problem to deal with is Ursaluna. I'm just not sure how we're going to deal with it. Looking at, like, Runerigus feels good into it. Goodra is not terrible, but it doesn't, like, do anything to it. I just need something that's gonna take a Facade. The Facade's gonna kill everything. The high horsepower also gonna kill everything. I just need to be able to kill this thing the first turn that's out. Like, if I can't do that, the run might just be over. So every combination that I have on the field needs a Ursaluna killer. Which makes this a lot tougher. And again, if I get rid of Guts with neutralizing gas, a lot less scary. Still really scary. Does it really, like... Even without Guts, just Facade does that much, because it increases attack when it's burnt. That's rough. I don't think there's a way to not have it burn. Yeah, obviously do, like... Yeah, I don't think there's a way to get Flame Orb off of it. Does Knockoff work? Can you knock off the Flame Orb? And could we, like, guarantee that that's going to be a thing that could happen? Does Knockoff work on Flame Orb? I assume it does. It can. Okay, that's intriguing. I just need Knockoff. And, I mean, that's like a very simple, like, oh, that'll solve all my problems. But it will solve some of them. It will solve some of them. But it's not burned. It's healthy. High horsepower still does a lot to everything, but a neutralized Facade, a lot more helpful. The question is, what knows Knockoff? Let's look at what we're definitely bringing, and I think that's... Honestly, I'm pretty committed to the Ludicolo neutralizing gas strat. I feel like it's just a good strategy. Fire is neutral. Everything's basically neutral. But it's a good mod. I don't think it definitely doesn't get killed by anything turn 1. Expanding force neutralized by it. Like, Ludicolo is just the way to go. Unless we want to set up electric terrain. But Trick Room makes that tough thing to say is, like, worth it, I think. Like, you waste a turn on setting electric terrain, and you let Trick Room get up, and then you might just be dead. Because your electric types can't get off an attack. So, what has knockup? Is basically my conundrum, my solution, my everything. And we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. I think it's up here somewhere. Knockoff. Knockoff. I got a lot of TMs now. Did I miss it? I definitely missed it. There it is. That's not bad. Ludi is knockoff. It's faster than Ursaluna. Without Trick Room. I can deal with this. Zeraora is still so scared at the high horsepower that it's not even like I can't stay in. But as long as because it has Fake Out, and that gets us like a turn to deal with it a little bit. I don't know. The fact that Ludi has it, I feel like is enough for me. Like, you definitely teach it. What do you not need here? You don't need Energy Ball in general. Which is what I said right before it causes us to lose everything. It's fine. You don't need it here. Because Scald is a complete replacer. Is it worth going Knockoff and Zeraora? How much does it do? Problem is it just dies to a high horsepower. Maybe with a berry it doesn't? 57... Maybe it doesn't, actually. That's 59, actually. Usually does 141 to 167%. Give it a Shaka, and it's going to do less. It's going to do like 80%, which is still an insane amount. Plus 1 attack. How much does a knockoff do? Not enough, I think, to make it worth it. Yeah, I don't know. What if it has no item? Is this like the full damage? I assume it is. Yeah, okay. Surprised it does so little, to be honest. At +1? Still, like, realistically, you're just not staying in on that. Do a Fake Out. So you're just Fake Outing instead most of the time in that Ursaluna. Or Fake Outing into something else. Let's figure out what else we want to bring. Oh, this is... We do have a ghost type, it's Skeledirge. It's the Dirge. Dirge is coming. He's got Primal Armor. He's pretty good into this fight altogether. Obviously, he's just too fast. I mean, he's not fast, but he's too fast to Trick Room it up. He has 66 base speed, which is too much against everything but the Gardevoir. He'd be faster than the Gardevoir, which does pretty well into the Gardevoir. I don't want to say well. Actually, it does pretty well. It has a good ghost type attack, yeah? It has Hex right now. Can it get a good ghost type attack? I feel like it should. Shadow Ball, if you want to go get that. Shadow Ball would make this thing a lot better. So we'd have to go get Shadow Ball, probably. If we weren't just planning on using Hex. I don't know. This thing has to come. It's just a question of how versatile it is. It's a pretty good mod. With Primal Armor. Is there anything else that I feel like I have to bring here? I mean, Metagross is good. Primordial Sea doesn't really do anything. Trying to see what matchups we just don't go well into. Obviously, like, Palkia has Intimidate, or Latias has Intimidate. Iron Leaves is just really, really good. Has Grass, it's a Psychic type, it resists Psychic. Really only scared of Brute Bonnet and Ursaluna. Or scared of an Ice Beam, too. Kind of scared of Gardevoir. This is another one where I just don't bring, I guess, maybe not even another one. It's just a fight where I don't bring Iron Leaves. It feels bad not to. But Trick Room makes it really hard to operate. Like, if Trick Room's up, this thing just does not go into anything. Yeah. I don't think we bring it. That's my, like, gut instinct. Shadow Ball is going to deal too much damage. Everything else is super effective moves. I think we just leave Iron Leaves. Which begs the question of what do we bring for our last mon? And I'm kind of between Latias and Metagross. Trying to figure out what our plans for the Mega Gardevoir are. It's got a Shadow Ball. I have a problem. We need super effective move, which should be something. Gardevoir. Let's go Mega. Steel, Steel, Steel. It's just Steel and Ghost. I feel like we just go Metagross. And hope we can deal with that thing in Trick Room. Obviously nothing super effective. I mean, Shadow Ball into Metagross is bad. It would be very bad. But it would be just as bad into Lottie, and Lottie doesn't have any answers. I mean, Hyper Voice just destroys Lottie. So I think Metagross is the play. Yeah. Yeah, that's my thought process. I don't think if there's any, like, other things I can do. I want to take a look at Iron Thorns. Like, maybe I can make it viable in a fight. I'm not even sure it's this one, but maybe I can make it viable in a fight. The other one I thought about was Stunfisk. I just don't know what it, like, does. It's slower than the Gardevoir. Much slower. Gardevoir doesn't do that much into it. It's not terrible, but I just don't think it has the damage output. Like, the base stats just aren't good enough for this point in the game. Yeah. I just don't think the damage output's going to be good enough. Special defense isn't crazy. It is super slow. Doesn't do well into Brute Bonnet. Doesn't do terribly. It doesn't do well. Because that thing just CCs at knockoffs. It's not that much electric here. This thing does resist a lot. Resist Fairy and Psychic. Interesting. I don't think I can justify bringing it. Weak to Fire. Too much coverage here. This is the team that I'm feeling is the best. I'm feeling alright about it. I wouldn't say I'm feeling good about it, but I'm not feeling terrible either. I really just gotta figure out my exact strategy. Pretty sure Metagross has knockoff, gets knockoff, so it's another Ursaluna, like, if it comes out. Not have to be that scared, though. High horsepower is also going to destroy that thing. And what does Mega Metagross have? Or Metagross, Primordial C. I keep forgetting. I was wondering why I was doing so little. 59. That was a crazy amount. Ursaluna is just a little bit of a problem. Just a tiny bit. Can deal with Ursaluna. I feel good about the other things. But maybe that's just me being a little bit silly. Spore and Brute Bonnet's really scary. I'm quite scared of that thing, especially in Trick Room. I feel like we need a Moongus for it. My question is, are we slow enough? Problem is, like, I don't think we can get slower. Like for the Brute Bonnet, that Stunfisk does not really do anything into it. Brute Bonnet. Has some weaknesses. It's 4 times weak to Bug. Can I utilize that, is the question. I have been thinking, like, oh, everything here has a Bug weakness. Problem is I don't know how to, like what Bug moves are actually good except for U-turn, right? I think the answer is not much, but... I don't know if there's, like, a Bug move that I could use. We could plan on, like, light screening. Everything, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's a good strategy. Maybe I'm just not respecting that strategy enough, but I don't think it's the right move here. Where's Bug? What's a Bug move that we have, theoretically? Leech Life. Nothing gets Leech Life. Does Amoonguss get, like, any Bug moves? How does Amoonguss do into Brute Bonnet? I don't think it really has any Bug moves, if I'm remembering correctly. None here, at least. Except for, like, Rage Powder, obviously. Which we have to consider using here. Let's check the... Amoonguss. Amoongoat. Does pretty well into Brute Bonnet. Kinda forget that he's weak to Psychic. We're bringing this thing, but it might not be a lead. I might not use the Mystical Fire strat. So what if they just Expanding Force? Still gonna do, like, it does more damage, probably, than Mystical Fire. Definitely. So I don't think it's a lead, but it is a bring. Bug. Looking at the Bug moves. It gets no Bug moves, is what I'm learning. Literally no Bug moves. Does anything ever get Bug moves? Except for Scolipede. And I don't really want to use Scolipede just for Brute Bonnet. It's also faster than Brute Bonnet. I think Scolipede is, like, surprisingly fast. Yeah, it's got 112 speed. I mean, Iron Leaves might, but obviously... Let's just look at the... Like, Amoonguss might just be our straight-up Brute Bonnet answer. Because I cannot have things getting spored. Like, that would just be... It would be a death sentence. Amoonguss. Problem is, I don't think it, like, kills Brute Bonnet in a hit. But I can Rage Powder the Brute Bonnet to make sure it just spores this thing. So the Amoonguss. Obviously, the Grassmons are immune. I do know that. Ludicolo's immune, which is interesting. That provides a little bit of versatility. I think this team is actually, like, our team is pretty good into Sabrina. I'm just a little bit of a scared human being going into a double battle, especially with Trick Room being such a big factor when I'm not a competitive gamer in terms of Imans. What am I doing? Sludge Bomb, I guess, is what I would use. And I want to look at Brute Bonnet. It's not great. It's not terrible. I can probably do plus special attack. It's probably going to be a 2-co. Knockoff does way more. Knockoff actually might kill. Knockoff does way too much. If I had my own Spore, obviously we would not be in as big of a conundrum here. Just a little bit worried about this thing. Maybe I can deal with it, though. Yeah, that's being 2 times weak. Maybe I can deal with it. Amoonguss feels like a really good mon here. It's just... I think they strategically made it so that you don't have Spore at this point. Because it would be a little bit, like, genuinely too good. But I think we're just gonna have to plan around it and hope that we can deal with this group on it when it comes around. Deal with the spore or whatever. What cannot get spored? Is there any mons that we just cannot let to get spored? I mean, Palkia, obviously, is like the obvious one. Ludicolo would be a little... I mean, can't get spored. So, not in too bad of a spot. Not in too bad of a spot there. What is our lead, then, theoretically? Kettering goes in, probably, like... It just clicks Trick Room. Like, I don't think it does anything else. I do want to get rid of the Indeedee first, because I'm not worried about that Trick Room. I need to give everything Protect, just to stall up Trick Room as much as possible, I think it's the right answer for this fight. I don't want to do it. It sounds really annoying, but I think you just have to. Looking at the Indeedee, I think we want to kill it turn 1, but it's also kind of fast. My only concern is I want it dead because I don't want to have to worry about like keeping Ludicolo out for the terrain later on, or keeping it alive or whatever. So I think I do want the Indeedee dead ASAP, and I just have to be ready for whatever switches in. Which is probably Brute Bonnet or Ursaluna, maybe. So maybe... It's obviously not a Moongus, because you don't get the benefits. Like, it moves before Hettering. And Trick Room's also, like, the negativist priority. Is there anything that can one-shot Indeedee? Normal Psychic. Could Dirge? Is Dirge faster? I think it is faster. It just doesn't have a good Ghost-type move. You're clicking Hex, and it probably doesn't kill. Yeah, this thing's bulky. There's no chance it murders. There's no chance it kills. I really don't think so. Into Indeedee. Is it because Psychic Terrain's up? Yeah. No? Well, I'm figuring it out. Why does it do no damage? Does Ghost? Oh, it's a normal type. That makes it more annoying. I didn't realize that. Well, I realized it, but I didn't really think about it. The next question is, maybe you lead Zeraora? Bait out the Ursaluna. Actually, I don't like the Ursaluna coming out. And the Ursaluna goes for high horsepower, and we're in Troubled Water. A bridge over Troubled Water, if I might say so. Because nothing's tanking a high horsepower well. Like, that's the real issue with our team, is nothing likes tanking a high horsepower. Takeout's gonna do like a good amount, but then it immediately gets the berry, and you can't do that. This thing might be the lead. It might be Ludicolo and Palkia. Feels like the smartest thing for me. Pretty sure Palkia can one-shot Indeedee. I know Indeedee's like tanky. It is especially tanky, which is a little bit more annoying. And it also means I might have to resort to leading Iron Leaves, genuinely. Maybe. I'm considering it. Just doesn't like this team. Doesn't like Sabrina's team. The rest of it. Front two, it can probably deal with. I mean, Mystical Fire is not too bad. Shadow Ball's not too bad. From Indeedee. Actually, Special Attack is kind of good. Let's check how much this does. It has Feline Prowess, which I assume I can probably save somewhere, but I haven't figured out how yet. It's level 59. And let's just test Water Pulse first. I assume it can probably get a move that is super effective. Maybe. That does nothing. It's a little brutal. Can I make Ludicolo faster than this thing? It's gonna have 90 speed. Yes. Ludicolo is faster. How fast is Ludicolo? Because I can also, I think I can make Ludicolo slower too. It's also special though, so it's not gonna kill. I might need a super effective move on Palkia then, theoretically. I don't think I have Aura Sphere. Hydro Pump, don't have that yet. So how much is a Scald doing? Not enough. Like, there's no chance it's enough. Can Palkia get a super effective move? Is my general question. What is Indeedee actually weak to first? Let's check. Pretty sure it's just like Ghost Dark. Does Palkia have... I don't know. Let's check. Indeedee. Ghost Dark. Bug Dark. Ghost is 0 because it is normal type. I forget. Bug Dark. Can we get a bug or a dark type move on Palkia? If we can, might be able to one-shot this thing. They really do that little damage with Feline Prowess Palkia plus special attack. It's doing like more. Not doing enough though. It doesn't have Dragon Pulse yet. This thing is a little annoying. Just got Dragon Breath. Whoa. Can you imagine this thing with Spatial Rend? It would just kill things. Kind of far away from that, though. Okay. What do we need? We need Bug or Dark? Bug or Dark? I'm not seeing Bug or Dark. I don't think it has any Bug or Dark TMs. Unfortunately. Pretty sure. Okay. Yeah. It's not great. What else does it get? TM, HM. A lot of these we don't have. This is Ghost. Shadow Claw. Not good for us. Okay. So it doesn't get Bug or Dark moves. Makes it a little interesting here. So looking at moves it can get. I don't know what's actually that good. Fire Blast doesn't have accuracy. Earth Power's kind of interesting, I guess. Dragon Pulse is what I'm waiting for. When do we get Dragon Pulse? Dragon Pulse would be crazy damage. Safari Zone, that's not that far. Might be able to get it now. Just don't really know. Can we get this now? Is it worth getting now? So it's next to Fuchsia City. That's a little bit far away. I might just do this first. So we can postpone Sabrina, I think. I just don't know if it's like worth doing. Palkia. Does not have any cool moves. That will destroy everything. Until level 82, when I get Spatial Rent, and it murders everything. So we obviously can't let this thing die, and that's like the key here. Can Ludicolo do enough? Can it do 40%? Is basically what I'm asking. Can it do 40% to Indeedee? And I know the answer is no. But I'm really, like, just hoping. Just hoping a little bit. Hoping just enough, but maybe it can, you know? See, I knew the answer was no. But I hoped. Love to do a berry on this thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. Obviously, like, knockoff's not doing anything. Oh, knockoff does a lot. This thing is not bulky, defensively. Okay, maybe that's the strat then. Maybe. We can also kill Hatterene before it gets off the Trick Room, can't we? Maybe that's the strategy? Like, we're basically... Makes us not scared of the Hatterene. Obviously, the Psychic Surge is then a problem. Well, let's just prevent Trick Room. Like, what am I doing? Let's just prevent Trick Room. And make our dudes faster. That is fine, though. We have knockoff. I think Palkia's still the lead. Got a Moongus in the back for if Trick Room comes out. This is like our Trick Room reliability here. Skeledirge for Ursaluna protection. Does it have knockoff? Does not have knockoff, which is the one bad thing, but being able to switch into a Facade feels kind of important here, just in case things go wrong. Doesn't do badly into, like, Gardevoir. Goes pretty well into Gardevoir. Goes pretty well into a lot of things, actually. I think this is going to be a good Mon here. My only, like, concern, I guess, is, like, how is it doing damage against most things? It's not bad against Brute Bonnet, but a lot of other things it kind of struggles against. Metagross feels good here. Might want a fighting move for Ursaluna, for Porygon. I like Bullet Punch here because it's priority. You're not clicking Zen Headbutt on anything, so let's do that. I actually kind of rethink, do we want to bring the huge power Mon here? Because it feels tempting. Hammerman. Let's relearn. It's right, like, it's cool that I remember that, though. It's a little surprising, but I'm getting about ready to go into a fight. I'm not feeling, like, super prepped, but for some reason, like, I feel like we're fine. Kind of forgot that you can just deal with Hammer Arm. Not Hammer Arm. Deal with Trick Room by killing the Trick Roomer. And I'm pretty sure we can do that. It's pretty... It's actually super especially bulky. Can we do that? Hatterene doesn't get off the Psychic Seed. It's not in Psychic Terrain. Hatterene. Should make sure this is actually like a valid strategy first. Okay. Go Palkia first. Like, I want to see this, and then if this doesn't work, I feel like you just go the huge power Mon. And work. Do work. Put in work and kill this thing turn 1. Beeline Prowess. And you're going, what? I guess Water Pulse. That's level 159 is dealing 58 to 70. And then maybe super... Yeah, it's not especially bulky as Indeedee, but does Ludi still kill? Yes, Ludi should kill with a Scald or whatever. Pretty sure. This thing's plus special attack, you should be fine with a Scald. As long as it does 35%. I'm pretty sure it does. Ludicolo. And... Scald. 59. No, it actually does nothing. She just does nothing. I don't know. What if we go huge power? What if we do the huge... I don't know why I got rid of that. What if we do the hugest of powers? This thing is... Hatterene's just scary. I can't, like, I can't let Trick Room get up. I have to kill this thing turn 1. It's super slow. I could go on Moongus. I don't think there's any reason to lead it if I am trying to prevent Trick Room, obviously. So, yeah, it's my basic thought process. What do? I do Hatterene. I think I do lead huge power. lead huge power. It should probably be coming anyways. What do I not bring? Is it games? Do I have enough, like, fairy resist? I guess Metagross is just my fairy resist. I like having a Moongift just in case, like, Trick Room happens. Like, that's so good under Trick Room. And I can't guarantee that, like, Porygon's not gonna put it up, you know? Iron Leaves. I like Zeraora here. Everything goes into really well into everything but the Ursaluna. Does it? How does the Zeraora do here? Does it do enough damage? 59. It's +1 attack. And it's using Plasma Fist. Going into Hettering. What? There we go. Hettering. Another one that's taken a long time. Plasma Fist. I guess he's... Oh, that just kills? Oh no. Level 100, that's why. I was like, what? 59. It's at +1. It's doing good damage, but... not enough that I'm like, oh, I have to bring this thing. Everything here is just kind of bulky. Like, the benefit of having Zeraora is it one-shots things. If it's staying in, it one-shots things and it has Fake Out. Fake Out's like the big advantage. Maybe it's worth it just for the Fake Out, but like switching into it feels like a problem. Switching out of it's obviously really easy because it has Volt Switch, but how much damage is Volt Switch doing? In DD, how much damage is doing? Quite a bit, but not killing it. I see the plus attack too. Quite a bit, but not killing it. What about Root Bomb? It's obviously not killing. Not doing much damage. Porygon 2. It's doing nothing too. Porygon 2 could be a real problem too. I just haven't thought about it yet. And Gardevoir Mega. It does a lot to Mega Gardevoir. I feel like I'm saying Gardevoir weird. What's the item that boosts electric type moves? Maybe I've typed this before. Type enhancing electric. It is the magnet. My controller is also dying. I will need to address that eventually. Magnet. Not the Margarita Berry. Magnet. There it is. I mean, it might kill. The Hyper Voice does like crazy damage. I don't know. Is there anything else that I could potentially... Like, I'm bringing the Metagross for Gardevoir. I kind of just... I mean, Shadow Ball is really scary. Maybe I don't bring the Metagross. Does that feel crazy? It's just like, if Gardevoir comes out under Trick Room, that's the only answer for it. Otherwise, I might be borked. Can anything else handle the Gardevoir under Trick Room? No. It's got 110 speed. Because these two are like my Trick Room assurances. Everything else is not Trick Room assurance, so it's got to be one of the other mons that I switch out with this. It's not Palkia, obviously. It would probably be Dirge. Obviously leaves you a little bit scared of a Sod, though. It's probably just Zeraora. And then how do you deal with Gardevoir is the real question. But we can figure that out later. I gotta reset this real quick so I can charge my controller. I tell myself I'm gonna do it every time afterwards, and I never do. And then it disconnects on MGB or whatever it's called. MGBA, that's what it's called. I can't open it because I'm getting a notification. Nope. Would love to open MGBA. I don't know why it won't let me. That's weird. There we go. I don't know why it opened over here, but that's fine. Ooh. Alright. We back. So is this the team? We're not bringing Zero Aura. How do we deal with Gardevoir? I don't know. Probably something. Does Iron Leaves get a Bug-type move? The lack of anything having a Bug-type move is maybe the worst thing in this fight ever. Because Bug-type moves quite good in this fight. Do I think anything here that I would bring gets a Bug-type move? I don't think so. I think, like, Iron Leaves maybe does? Maybe? It's 4 times weak to Bug. Luckily, Sabrina does not have any Bug. I guess Mega Horn at 77. So that'd be nice if I was level 77. Yeah, it doesn't have anything. I have an X-Scissor. Where do I get X-Scissor? Is it TM? Do I not have it? I think I should have it. This might have cracked the entire case wide open. Because this probably just kills the Hatterene. If I just one-shots it. If I have X-Scissor, I don't know if I do. I think I should, though. I think I've gotten it before. Maybe I'm wrong, though. It is literally at... Oh, I need Rock Smash. Do I have Rock Smash? I don't think I have Rock Smash. It's Fuchsia City. Oh, no. That's actually really annoying. They really just made this fight way more annoying than it had to be, huh? So this is all the TMs. Yeah, this is all the TMs. And I can't get X-Scissor. Tutor. Megahorn is Tutor. Where is the Megahorn Tutor? I assume I cannot get to it yet. Cinnabar Island. I was correct. So we just gotta go at it with Leaf Blade, which maybe does enough damage. I'm not exactly sure. Iron Leaves. It is 59. Hyper Voice Shadow Ball, very scary. This thing probably just Trick Rooms though. It has huge power. And it would be going for, I don't know, Leaf Blade. Oh, it just one-shots, huh? Well, that would make it easy. That would make it a lot easier than I think I've been making it. And then you knock off the Indeedee. So that's the lead, not this. This is the lead. Knock off Indeedee, and then what happens? I don't think the Ursaluna comes in. I think the Brute Bonnet maybe comes in? The Gardevoir or something? I don't know, we can handle it. Looking at the rest of the team. Brute Bonnet, how are we handling it? This is a straight-up counter under Trick Room, but if there's not Trick Room, then we should just be able to kill it with like an Ice Beam or something from Frigid. I would like Dyes to have a move for it, probably Sacred Sword is going to do a crazy amount of damage. Should be fine. I don't know if it kills, but should be good enough because Skydiver's faster. Ursaluna. What's our answer for Ursaluna? It's basically like knockoff, and then just frigid doing damage, I guess. Like, obviously the second that Ursaluna comes in, you kind of just have to neutralize it. Ideally, that would be with, like, Intimidate Lottie, but I don't think we can fit it on the team. Porygon 2 is interesting, because it's a problem. But it's not that big of a problem. Like, realistically, like, it's not doing that much damage into anything. It's just there to Trick Room, and that's really it. I'm just not that scared of it, which maybe is wrong, but I feel like we have enough damage output that I really shouldn't be. Looking at the Gardevoir, I feel like Gaines does okay into it. Could I really be bringing this thing for the Gardevoir, though? Like, Gaines just feels like he's really just here to, like, take a facade if I need it to. Is that really, like, justification enough for it to be here? I don't know which slot the facade's going into. Which means maybe I need a better Gardevoir answer. Which maybe is Zeraora. Like, obviously Metagro's not bad under Trick Room. But Zeraora under not Trick Room circumstances, kind of interesting. Latias doesn't really work. I guess something else that, like, has Steel. What else is Gardevoir weak to? It's weak to Ghost and Steel. Like, how much is Hex doing to Gardevoir? Skeledirge. Skeledirge is definitely not bad. I just don't know if it's good enough, you know? Shadow Ball is going to do less than 50%, which is kind of promising. This thing's super specially bulky. Primal Armor. Not Primarium Z. Primal Armor. That's the item. I've done this before. Primal Armor. Expanding Force does a lot. Does a lot. That's not even Psychic Terrain. Because it's neutral, obviously. How much does Hex do? Not enough. Yeah. I think it's gotta be Zeraora. I was thinking maybe Scolipede. It just feels bad to, like, have that be the answer. Scolipede. Can't really switch in, and it's not going to do that much damage. It is faster, but... I don't know. I think it's not the right move. Maybe it has Mega Horn, though. That would obviously do a lot. That's... Oh, it killed. It does so much. It's gonna die. It's gonna die to an Expanding Force. That was a bad answer. I thought Bug resisted Psychic. I guess I was wrong. Maybe it's Zeraora, huh? It's just Zeraora. Gudra's obviously intriguing, but probably not good enough of an answer. It's also probably maybe faster. It's not faster. It is in fact slower. How fast is this thing? Is it slower with plus speed? Yeah. And it's slower with neutral speed at least. Yeah, I feel like Zeraora is coming. This is the team. Let's see if we can win. I'm feeling, like, moderately confident. I feel like this fight's just complicated. It's a little brutal, but gotta make sure I have the right items as well. And the right moves. Very scared of Trick Room being a thing, but my damage output is good enough that... Not that scared, basically. Is there any moves that I wanted? Like Rage Powder? Hiking? Is interesting. And then I just need to go Protect on everything. I'm not going to click Toxic, realistically. Is there any other move stuff? I mean, I guess I can look at TMs real quick, but not really. Not that scared of a Mystical Fire, not that scared of a Shadow Ball with eyes. Maybe I should check it, though. Iron Leaves at 59. Yeah, it's gonna do damage, but it's not gonna do, like, crazy damage. Into Indeedee. It's not gonna do crazy damage, we're fine. I think this is the team. Again, trying to figure out if there's any specific moves or stuff that I want, really. Stuff. Any items that I want. So Luna. This thing's really scared of a high horsepower. Really go Ground Berry on Zero Aura. Just feels like it could really use a little bit of extra health, but maybe the fact that I can take a high horsepower is, like, worth it, because it's so fast and it has Fake Out. So I'm gonna go Shuck on that thing, and maybe that turns out to be a mistake. I'm not... That's my only part of that statement. It could turn out to be a mistake. I'm not really sure. Realistically, probably not staying Metagross into Ursaluna. High horsepower is really scary, but he's just needed into... I mean, Crunch is really scary too, so... Not too worried about that. Could go Fairy Berry on this thing, but I think realistically, like, it's faster than Gardevoir. Switch out if you need to. Hyper Voice is terrifying. Hyper Voice is really scary, but maybe we can deal with it. Like, Dies just does pretty well into Gardevoir. It's just so fast, obviously. Alright, I feel like we're fine. I feel like we can at least survive. I can't let Frigid die, obviously. Maybe I do go Fairy Berry on it. To, like, as assurance, basically. What's the Fairy Berry? Roselli. Yeah, I like this thing having more health, but it's just not... It's not worth the trade-off there. And go Citruses on everybody else. I don't think there's any specific items that think they would be helpful for me. Ludicolo definitely needs more health. Already has a Citrus. This already has a... This is a Shucka, that's fine. This is a Citrus. And give this thing a Citrus. Actually, good question is, how scared of a Shadow Ball is Metagross? I also really don't want Metagross dying. Into Gardevoir. Later, Sabrina. Pretty scared. I'd like to tank one. Might be a bad decision again, but I would really like to tank one. And it just doesn't go in on Brute Bonnet, obviously, so that's fine. Alright. Is that how we're running it? Is that how we go? Hyper Voice, it is double, so Hyper Voice is going to do a little bit less, but it's really scary into the 2 Mons, obviously. Gardevoir definitely very scary. A little spooky. This is the lead. We go right into Hatterene and make it not get up Trick Room. And really, we're just here to prevent Trick Room. Like, that's going to be the strategy. It's going to be sit here and prevent Trick Room while keeping everybody's health up. as long as possible. These two are, like, reality is this Trick Room probably gets up here. I should teach Protect too. Have to teach Protect, basically. These two are Trick Room answers. They're very good within Trick Room. So, period. I don't know. Trick Room's probably going up. We can go to them and it'll be chill. It'll be very chill. Just in case here. Will I ever click Ice Beam here? Potentially into the Brute Bonnet, it's pretty good. Will I ever click Giga Drain here? Probably not. Skull's usually just better. Yeah. I think that's worth getting Protect though. Get Protect on this thing. Never gonna get the chance to click Swords Dance. Because, like, there's no shot. Not in a double situation. Get Frigid to have Protect. What do you not need here? I guess you don't need Flamethrower. This thing does not need... Actually, kind of needs everything. Kind of needs everything. Are you ever going to sit in and close combat the Ursaluna? Probably not. I'm going to actually go out on a limb and say you're not going to do that. Could close combat the group on it, but it's so risky. So I think you're never really going to do it. Metagross is actually tough here. I might get rid of Knockoff, which doesn't really feel necessary. It's not bad in a Porygon 2. Obviously, it's a strat in the Ursaluna, which you... Interesting. The problem is high horsepower is just so bad for me. It's really bad for me. We have... What do we have Hammer Arm for? Porygon, Ursaluna. Iron has very good. Do we just get rid of priority? Feels really bad to do that. But so much here, like, nothing... I don't know. I don't like getting rid of priority. Maybe you just don't go Protect on Metagross. Maybe I'll regret that. We'll see. Here... Am I ever gonna click Synthesis? Probably not. Not in doubles again. Alright. I'm so terrified. I also gotta get to the... I don't think I've ever seen this gym before. I definitely never fought in it. Let's not put Ludicolo up front. What if it dies, and my plan is ruined? Kinda funny. Be a little funny. Would not be good, though. Also, just check the DMs real quick. Need to make sure we're just, like, we're straight up ready. I've planned for long enough. We can take 2 more seconds to make sure we have all the right moves. Pretty sure we do, though. Oh, I need Natures. See, that was almost bad. I definitely do need Natures. Pretty sure all this will check out, though. Don't need Venoshock. Don't need T-Wave. Don't need Knockoff on that thing. Don't need Flash Cannon. Don't need Ice Punch. Worse. Snarl's not on that thing though. Alright. Yeah, I think we're in the right scenario. This is not where I came from. Is it down here? It's not down here. Gotta find out how to get out of this place. Is it here? Oh. Can I just skip all these trainer battles? I don't know how to get out. How do I get out? I'd rather get out than get to Sabrina. Oh, there we go. I was like, is the fight starting? I was very terrified for a second. I guess getting out is getting to Sabrina. They're one and the same. Let's get Natures real quick. Which is basically just making everything. Cool. And minus speed, pretty sure. Pretty sure, because she has minus speed on literally everything. So you might as well go minus speed on your things, as long as they're faster than the Gardevoir. You might as well go modest here, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. Dies can also just be modest, or be adamant, but it doesn't matter at all. Skydiver, it might matter. You want to be minus speed on this thing? I think you want to be faster than the Indeedee, honestly. Maybe? I don't really know. What happens if you go minus speed? So minus speed plus special attack. Not bag. The interesting thing about this fight is, like, theoretically, it's 94, it's still faster than the Indeedee, is slower than the Gardevoir, which is interesting. I think either way it's slower than the Gardevoir. We can do this, though. It's not a bad setup. Combustion does not matter. Actually, we want minus... We do want minus speed here. Plus attack minus speed. Brave. And Metagross, we want minus speed. So plus attack minus speed, we got Brave. And Amoonguss, we want minus speed. So plus special attack minus speed. Quiet. There we go. Should be set. I think. Looking at all the speeds, this thing is just faster than everything. This thing is also just faster than everything. I should make this... it's good. It's good. I should make this thing modest. Modest dies. Could have actually gone poorly. Okay. Good thing I checked. Whee! The idea that... Oh, it should not have made it modest. That would have been a very funny mistake. Clearly also very tired today. Okay. Should be adamant. It is very physical, it has huge power. Healing prowess. Huge power. Cool. 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 That's cool to me. Like, this thing, I think it might be able to be faster than Gardevoir, but it's better that it's slower, I think. Pretty sure. And this thing should be slower than everything but Hatterene. I'm actually surprised that it's that much faster than Hatterene. Okay. We win? Question mark? Maybe. Depends how skilled I am at doubles. I think we definitely, like... This isn't one of those first Geo situations where we have to, like, play perfectly to win. This is the wrong place. This is definitely a situation where I think there are... As long as we play okay, we can get out of here. I don't know about Deathless, but we can get out of here. We just have to be good enough. It's really tough when it's doubles, when it's Sabrina, when there's Trick Room involved, but I'm here to do it. Hatterene, Indeedee, Brute Bonnet, Ursaluna, Porygon 2, and Gardevoir. Have I prepped well enough? I don't know. Let's see. Let's just see. Team's looking good. I gotta do one last check. Looks about right. Let's go. Oh. If it ends all here. If it ends here. I can't let Palkia die. Can't let Palkia die. It's a cool Hatterene. Unfortunately, it's gotta be going. It's gotta be going away. I've made such a large mistake. Neutralizing gas is my abilities as well. That's really funny. How do I deal with this? We're gonna figure out how. There's a way to deal with this. I need to get rid of the NDD. I need to get rid of the NDD. I need to switch out Ludicolo. It's the only path forward. It's the only path forward. I'm gonna have to deal with Trick Room. I can do the math, but I really think I have to deal with Trick Room. Having this thing in is really bad anyways. Now let's take a look. I guess I'll do it here. Yeah, it's bad. It's funny that like you get into the battle and you're finally like, oh yeah, I made a massive error in judgment. Okay, Ludicolo. And 59 against Hatterene. And I think Knockoff is still gonna do the most. Nope, it's not. Scald's gonna do the most. Which does 30%. And Iron Leaves 30%, 59 using Leaf Blade. It's 42 to 50. Gonna have to deal with Trick Room. Alright. Question is, can we kill the Hatterene now? Either way, the Palkia strat would have been toasted anyways. Could just be in a problem scenario right here. I'm not exactly sure. Hatterene has to go, though. Or the Indeedee has to go. Because I can't. Like, where this whole plan is contingent on the train not getting up. Let's see. So Iron Leaves into the Indeedee. That should kill. Maybe? Plus attack. Pretty sure that plus knockoff should kill. That was what does the most? Pretty sure it's Leaf Blade. I'm not worrying about calculating it. It's our win con anyways. It's our win con. Trick Room goes up, obviously. What comes out? Gardevoir does. What does this thing want to do to us? What does this thing... I mean, Shadow Ball into Dies is a little scary. I feel like they could, like, double into anything and just kill. I would love Metagross out here, but you just double protect first, obviously. You gotta just stall the Trick Room out. There's no reason not to. But you can also just test the water here. Does he just Hyper Voice? Shadow Balls. Okay. Gotta look how much that Shadow Ball is gonna do. Gardevoir. Let's see this. Gardevoir. Into my Iron Leaves. Shadow Ball is going to do 66 to 78%. So I obviously I can't leave this thing in unless I'm switching out Ludi. Trick Room's up. Leaf Blade will kill. The Shadow Ball plus Expanding Force might also kill. We resist Expanding Force. What item does this thing have? Citrus? Do I need dyes for anything else? Pixelates. Fine. I'm trying to figure out if there's something I'm supposed to do here. I definitely kill with huge power, right? Yeah. I think I just killed Carnivore here. It's just the right move. Hatterin's not that scary with Expanding Force when the stuff's not up. And I think I tank both. Maybe I don't. It's 60, 60, 78. Yeah, it does 19 to 23. I should survive both. I think it's just the right move then. The question is, what do I go into? I assume that the Gardevoir is going to die. Which means I really don't need Metagross out here. I would rather have something that can protect. I'm scared of the Ursaluna, is the thing. And maybe it's hiking then. But yeah, I think it's just hiking. Expanding Force is going to do quite a bit, which is the main qualm I have about it. Moongits. It is 59. That does a crazy amount. I actually can't do that. This thing doesn't have a Psychic Berry, obviously. And it's slower, or it's faster than the Hatterene, which makes it slower. What tanks a... I just go into Metagross. It's the right answer. It's not ideal, but it's the right answer. This thing not having Protect is actually kind of bad now. Which is unsurprising, but it might be. And then I just Leaf Blade into the Gardevoir. I need this Gardevoir gone. It's a little too good. Not too worried about the Hatterene. We can tank Hatterene damage, so I think this is right. Expanding Force doesn't do that much. Fine. Shadow Ball. Doesn't kill. Ay, ay, ay. That kills. Primordial Sea is a thing. Obviously doesn't really matter. Ursaluna does come out. This thing, Metagross, does not have a Shucka. I think he probably high horsepowers or crunches into this slot. Could crunch into the right slot. What I can do, though, is protect into that slot. Problem is that, like, Flame Orb is obviously a thing. Not too... You think about knockoff in here, potentially. Ursaluna is just such a problem, generally. And I can't leave dyes in unless I protect it. Trying to figure out how to deal with this thing. What's the best strategy to deal with this Ursaluna in this situation? Because he's almost certainly going for high horsepower or crunch. I don't have a great switch in for that. I have hiking. It's not bad at all. Kind of expecting a Mystical Fire out of Hatterene, but I feel like protecting the right side makes sense. If I'm staying in with Metagross. Problem is, like, Metagross, I can't let this Ursaluna have free reign here. It's just like, I can't let it get the Flame Orb off. So what do I do about that? I could go neutralizing gas, but facade's still really scary then. And I don't have my ghost type. So I think I just had to click knockoff. Question is, does Metagross survive? I think the bottom line is either way one of my mons survive. Not doing Protect on this thing was a bad decision. I could have scouted out here. Bad decision. So my options obviously knockoff in here. How much does a high horsepower do to Metagross? What is a Cassid Berry? Why does this thing have a Cassid Berry? What was I thinking? Because it was Shadow Ball. I was worried about Shadow Ball? I was worried about... What was I doing? What is a Cassid Berry? Did I accidentally put a Cassid Berry on this thing? This has got to be the Ghost Berry. Or maybe it's Dark. Let's Ghost. That's kind of a waste at this point. That was a bad decision. It's a poor decision making there. Problem is I can't let dies go down. So I have to switch dies out here, right? Which means I'm forced into doing something with Metagross, which probably is just knockoff. Now the downside to that is it puts us into a really bad situation if Metagross is still in here. I mean, I think this is just, you have to go knockoff into this thing, you have to neutralize it, and you protect to this side. Like that's the best move. And it serves as a little bit of a scout. It buys a turn. Obviously, I'm terrified of like a crunch or something in a Metagross, but I think I have to just like bite the bullets. Let me calc it real quick. And then it'll work. Oh, that's why. There we go. Metagross at 59. What does it do into Ursaluna? High horsepower murders it incredibly hard. Crunch doesn't do that much, actually. I feel like this thing definitely just crunches in that left slot. Problem is, like, I can't, like, even if it does, there's definitely high horsepowers in that left slot. Problem is, even if it does, like, I'm kind of just screwed. This is some bad prep work. So he's high horsepowering into this left slot. Literally zero doubt about that. We need an answer, though. And I guess that's Skydiver. Question is, what do I do with the right slot at that point? And I think the answer is... How fast is this thing? How many rooms of Trick Room do we have, too? It's all things I gotta consider. We can get Skydiver out. Make this thing not as scary. How do I check it? Is it here and then here, I think? Oh. It's here. Oh. Hold on. Which button is it? This one? Is it this one? 2 turns of Trick Room. So if I can get through next turn, I should be fine. And then I can take out the Hatterene. Then it's just kind of less of a problem. I gotta get through next turn. So how do I do that? I do that by surviving this turn. And double protecting next turn. What does he do? He high horsepowers into the left slot, which means Ludicolo is the best answer. Then he Mystical Fires. He'd also crunch into the right slot, which should be an equal problem for me, I think. Iron Leaves, because I can't protect this turn. Doesn't make any sense to protect either of my mons, because I can only protect one of them. Yeah, Crunch does a crazy amount of damage. Facade, this thing is not burned. It's probably not using Facade, it would probably just crunch that feel like it still probably high horsepower is in the left slot. Definitely could crunch into the right slot. Mystical Fire's kind of scary into either slot. So I think what I'm assuming here is a Mystical Fire into one of the slots. Is Mystical Fire... does it hit both? Does Mystical Fire... I guess I can... Mystical Fire. It's both opponents and the ally. So it's everyone. That's fine, it's just a consideration. So I think it's definitely what Hatterene goes for. You're either seeing high horsepower or crunch from Ursaluna, and you are seeing a Mystical Fire from Hatterene. Means you need two answers for that. One is Frigid and one is Skydiver. Those are the two answers. Then you're double faster. What do you want taking a high horsepower, and what do you want taking crunch? I think he probably high horsepowers, so I shift into Skydiver on this slot. Oh no. That was a throw. Let's see what happens. Metagross is dead. He protects. Why does he protect? There's still a throw. Draining Kisses? I'm so confused. Very confused. Oh, because he gets that now. Okay, well, this is a problem. Because now he's going... Well, he can facade the right slot. Now I have neutralizing gas. Still very much a problem. He might high horsepower that left slot still. Like, Guts isn't taking effect. Let's assume a high horsepower here. Question is, what do you even go into then? There's no good answer. Guts isn't a thing, which is obviously much better. The problem is you can't protect this slot. That's why, obviously, I would have very much preferred to get Frigid and Skydiver in here, in which case would be in a very good situation. But I would have tanked the Draining Kiss, so honestly, maybe like half a gift in disguise. Question is, what do I do? Ursaluna's obviously going for something. I need something that can kill this Ursaluna quickly. How does Frigid take a high horsepower? What do I have the Shaka on? It's on this thing? I'm still not taking a high horsepower very well. I think the move is to go into Frigid. I don't think he should Drain and Kiss. Like, he doesn't Drain and Kiss that side. I think it's go into Frigid and Protect. And you're in a good situation next turn. It's more like regular good. But it's not bad either. This thing has Roselli, which is Fairy. So it wouldn't have been bad if I tanked a Fairy-type move anyways. Yeah, I would have much rather had my intended play. Bulkia. How does this thing do? How much does high horsepower do? 55 to 65%. It's a lot. It's a ridiculous amount. How much does it do to, like, a Mungus? $59. Still a lot. But maybe that's more worth. Then Amoongus is slower, so you can't do that. And Trick Room ends, then you're kind of screwed. I also can't switch in dies. Just not enough health left. Yeah, it's a little bit of a problem, but I think your only option is to switch in Frigid. And probably just Protect. I'm trying to think if it's worth getting damage off here. Is there any chance he, like, goes into this slot with a Facade? I think there is. The Facade probably, like, does damage. Ludicolo. 59. And he is burned. But he doesn't have Guts. Still kills. I protect. I protect. So I need this thing very much alive. Curious what happens here. Let's go fire. Obviously that's very resisted. Special attack fell is very annoying. That's good. And that wears off. Special attack falls. Could that be a problem? I think it could be, but I don't think it is. Because I think we're both faster. Double into Ursaluna, Trick Room goes back up. Right? That's the scenario. We just have to double into Ursaluna. Question is how much damage do I have to do? Oh yeah. I think we just probably my like theory is you go Water Pulse and Scald both into Ursaluna and it dies. -1 special attack, you're still like fine. Beeline Prowess. Water Pulse. That's level 100. I was wondering why it looked like it did so much. Does 63 to 75, and that's without plus special attack. 69 to 82. We Water Pulse, and we Scald. There's no other things that would be good. Just the right answer. Why'd that do so little? Oh, because of neutralizing gas. I could have been bad. I forgot about neutralizing gas. Trick Room goes up. That's the second time that's happened. Porygon 2 comes out. This is okay. I wouldn't say it's good, but it's okay. Honestly, this matchup doesn't feel too bad for me. I think I double protect, though. No reason not to at this point. Scout out. Mystical Fire into Frigid. Thunderbolt into Skydiver. Kinda confused about the point of that, to be honest. But it's fine. I know he's T-bolting into that right side. How much damage can I do? Problem is, obviously, like, minus special attack sucks. Do I switch out for the Mystical Fire on anybody? Like, realistically, no. I definitely stay in and just click whatever does the most damage. What do I want to get rid of? The Hatterene or the Porygon? I can knock off the Porygon with Skydiver. I don't know how much a Thunderbolt's gonna do. Maybe it probably doesn't kill, but maybe I switch out anyways. Left side I'm not switching out. Which is less of a threat? Hatterene. Hatterene's less of a threat at this point. I know it has Drain Kiss, but... Porygon 2 can Ice Beam T-Bolt? I don't know. Am I scared of Ice Beam T-Bolt on anything? Not really. Not really. I was kind of more scared of Ice Beam on the... I guess it's neutral too. I'm kind of just sitting here, but... what do I want to get rid of? Let's say it's the... I feel like it's this thing. Because it's faster, I don't think it matters. Do I knock off here? Am I that scared of a T-Bolt? I feel like a T-Bolt doesn't kill. And I've really gotten everything I could out of this thing. Obviously it could do something in a group on it, like maybe. I'm not too concerned about that. I think I do just knock off the Eviolite. It makes this fight a lot easier. I gotta make sure this thing doesn't die though. Just like as a sanity check. Porygon 2, because maybe I'm missing something. Versus Ludicolo. It doesn't do that much. It does 21%. I don't really understand what this AI is doing. Mystical Fires. Oh, he goes in that slot. That's interesting. Did he go into that slot last time? Maybe? I don't think so. He was just random, I guess. I got went for knockoff anyways. That should do a crazy amount of damage. Doesn't do that much. Porygon 2 is bulk. Bulk City. Then you just double protect. Mystical Fire into Skydiver again. He teleports. Okay. Brute Bonnet comes out. It's fine. What does this thing want to do? It can Leaf Blade, Knockoff, CC. Rigid's not that scared, but he does get Photosynthesis if I, like, try to fiddle too long. One more turn of Trick Room after with this one. So I just have to stall for this turn, really. I'm just trying to figure out what this Brute Bonnet wants to do. It's probably go and just kill Skydiver is the, like, realistic option. I'm trying to think of what I do. Probably just Ice Beam the Hatter, or the Brute Bonnet. I'm kind of scared of this thing. With Frigid. And I am slower. Is there a chance I switch out here? Go Metagross. I just don't really know. Like, I gotta kill the Hatterene next turn. Is the biggest issue here. Maybe I just don't. What if I don't kill the Hatterene? I could go kind of poorly, I think. Should definitely plan on killing the Hatterene next turn. Or this turn. I don't think I can kill it this turn, though. Knockoff's really scary. Can't go into Metagross here. Leaf Blade's kind of scary. Combustion can take one. Hiking, the problem is hiking slower. Can't go into hiking. Which means that I had to go into Combustion here. On something. Can't go into Metagross. Combustion does well into the Hatterene. So I do go for Ice Beam. And then I switch out into Combustion, I think. I'm just a little scared. Feels like it could be the wrong move. It feels like this thing could just die. He goes like Mystical Fire, and then like Leaf Blade. I feel like this thing just dies. Does he go Knockoff though? Knockoff do more damage. I don't know. I don't know. Brute Bonnet. It's kind of a spooky mon. Kind of a scary mon. So not level 250, level 59. Which means that everything does a crazy amount of damage into Ludicolo. It's all pretty even. Leaf Blade does the most. Knockoff does a lot. Maybe I go into a Moongus. And Ice Beam one-shots Brute Bonnet, right? I feel like that's the case. Well, yeah. This thing's kind of tanky, but not that tanky. I am scared of because the photosynthesis goes off. Should be attack, right? Yeah, so this is with photosynthesis. 59. I mean, Leaf Blade does crazy amount. I'm actually shocked at how much that does. Either way, we should, like, survive. Ice Beam kills, though, right? It's gotta. Yeah, it definitely kills. Gonna Prowess plus Special Attack Nature. Almost certainly kills. 87.5% chance. I feel like I have to be able to, like, bet on that. Oh, that was bad. I didn't know that was Skydiver. This thing's dead. He's not. Okay. I'm a little bit shocked. at what just happened? 'Cause I don't know what just happened, to be honest with you. I'm very unsure of what has just occurred to me. I also didn't switch back. It was very confusing. Little bit dumbfounded, to be completely honest with you. I feel like I double swapped, though. I guess I can double protect. And just like, I can't, because he's gonna Trick Room. He's almost certainly gonna Trick Room. I can tank a hit with Frigid, I just don't want to. I'm so scared to. What if I'm fine? What if I'm fine with Trick Room happening? So I think I am. I go into Combustion, maybe? Nah, I just go into this thing. I go into Metagross, and I go into Amoonguss. And I let Trick Room go up. I assume Trick Room's going up. Look at that rain. This is such a weird battle. Not Levitate. What has Levitate? The Expanding Forces with that side. Oh, that's so much damage. So much damage. Also, the Heatering's faster. Could be a problem. Does Trick Room. Okay. I haven't... That was bad calculation on my part. Because I forgot that the Hatterene is faster. At the same time, is it a problem? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not scared of the Porygon 2 at all. Go into this thing, the Expanding Forces again. I go into Combustion. I can't double protect. Hold on. I go for Iron Head. And it does a lot of damage. Expanding Force does nothing. Then I protect. Draining Kisses that side? Why? I guess because he thought Porygon 2 was killing? Not just kills. Okay, we're fine. Oh, what is this fight? What was this fight? What will be this fight? I genuinely... I do not know. I do not know at all. But, in the end, I think we're fine. And if this hiking dies here, it's not going to die. It definitely didn't kill a Amoonguss. Ice Beam doesn't kill a Amoonguss. I don't know what the strategy was there. I feel like I survived based on a lot of weird Sabrina strategy calls, which maybe it just happens in doubles. Deathless Sabrina is crazy though. I didn't think it was happening. What did I get? What'd she tell me to do? She said things happen. Level 68. I get Spore now that it doesn't matter. And this run's still alive. That's just the long and short of it. That was a battle. I don't even know, like... I felt so unprepared the entire time, and it just worked out. There were so many bad calls where I just accidentally did something wrong, because I was over-prepping, but I had to over-prep. If I didn't over-prep, I was going to under-prep, and things were going to die. It's just the reality of the situation. Alright. We're alive. We are alive. Not dead. I guess, like, yeah. Things just went good for us in a couple specific scenarios. I have no idea what to do now, by the way. Could do... Earthquake, or yeah, Earthquake TM kid, Swampert kid. You got Chuck, obviously. And you got Route 12 Snow. So next is Route 12, basically. And there are trainers here that I do have to beat. They don't look that tough. Alright, I'm taking a breath from everything. We still got our mana, is the most important thing. And those levels could actually be good. Because we get moves. And I don't think we get Spatial Rend yet. But we do get potentially other moves. I mean, Ludicolo doesn't get any moves. Close Combat's interesting. Actually really, really good. I'll take Close Combat. Because I guess it's Huge Power. Huge Power Close Combat. It's going to do damage. And I guess I'll take Aura Sphere instead of Protect right now. It's fine. I need this Palkia to survive, like, just purely. Just period. If it survives, it's going to be absolutely terrifying. Spore is very nice. I will take that any day of the week. I'm feeling good. Feeling good about everything that's happened. This thing is a 4x weakness, so I actually shouldn't bring it on the team. Let's get the Dirge out here. I like my Dirge. It's a good team. Bring Latias too. Instead of Zeraora, it's kind of frail. Actually, Ludi's kind of frail. And then we'll go to Route 12, I guess. I think we've already gotten our Route 12 encounter. But there are people to fight here, which is what the game is about now. There's no having fun. Let's boost the user's special attack. Okay. That's kind of cracked. This sharply reduces the user's special attack. It's like opposite sides of the same point. I like having Willow. I don't think I'm ever going to click Willow. It's just not smart. It's not smart to click Willow. It sucks that Shadow Ball is locked behind a hard battle. Not gonna click Healing Wish, tell you that much. If I did, it would be a mistake, most likely. Okay, let's just... What's next? What's next now that we've conquered the unconquerable? I think it's here, yeah. Gotta go here. I don't know if we go up or down from here, or we go right from Vermilion, I think is the actual, like, place, and then we go down. We can take a look. We can take a look. The next fight is Rocker Luca. So if you see a guy that looks like a rocker, then we gotta be afraid for a second and realize that we have to prep again. Basically. And where's Fuchsia City? That's like the next like big city, right? It's down here? Is Fuchsia? Yeah. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. It'd be cool if I still had my Cabalion. Look at this Plasma Fist. My Plasma Fist. I actually don't really want Zeraora out front, because it's just a little bit not as good as Palkia. In my opinion. In everybody's opinion. Because that thing is a feline prowess Palkia. Which makes it better. I've already got an encounter here. Pokeflute. Level 45 Pikachu. Very scary. Very spooky scary. I didn't have to do this, but it doesn't matter. Cool. Okay. So this just leads up to where I was, and this leads to where I'm supposed to go. Somewhere here, there's a rocker. It might be right here, actually. Is this a rocker? This looks like it could be a rocker. I think this is Rocker Luca. And we do have to beat Rocker Luca. He has a Piloswine, a Heliolisk, a Nidoqueen, a Yanmega, and a Walrein. So let's figure out how to do that. It's a lot more chill than everything else we've done so far. How do we destroy a Piloswine? Actually, a Piloswine is kind of a scary one, to be completely real with you. I don't like him. He can do damage. Ice Ground, you're thinking water, maybe? Water feels like a good answer. We have water. We have Tauros. Tauros is kind of interesting. Can Tauros one-shot him? Maybe. There's literally Palkia right here. Is water, like, neutral against ice? I think that might be a thing. Hold on. Piloswine. Philistine? One of them. It's weak to water. Okay. Does Palkia one-shot it? I feel like it should. Swine. Water Pulse. Maybe I'm underestimating this thing. Oh no, because I'm level 68. Okay, Swine. Gotta respect you a little bit. Except you do no damage to me, so it's fine. You can just leave Palkia. Heliolisk. You're obviously thinking, like, fighting. You're thinking ground are the options, and that's why I'm bringing Gold Seeker, because he's cool. He's a cool guy. And I like him. Nidoqueen, Poison Ground. Kinda just... I mean, this thing's scared of a Blizzard. This thing's scared of a Fire Blast. I don't love that. Do I have a better answer? Do I have a cool, better answer into Nidoqueen? I mean, realistically, Palkia is always an answer, right? Palkia is always an answer. Walrein. I don't think I'm bringing Skeledirge, unless it's into the Omega. I don't think I'm bringing Metagross. That's the one thing I'm definitely not bringing, so that's pretty chill. Do I have a thing to deal with Walrein? I mean, Zeraora feels like it should do fine. It just goes in there, it punches things. Do I need Latias here? It's kind of scared of LBPs. Maybe I bring something else instead of a Latias? The question is, what? What do I bring instead of the Latias? Maybe I bring... I don't know. Maybe I bring Amoonguss, because I'm feeling the Amoonguss. He's also weak to Ice. What's not weak to Ice? What's resist Ice? Oh, Metagross resists Ice. Could bring him. Does Rock resist Ice? Does Dreadnought resist Ice? Dreadnought. Does he resist Ice? He does resist Ice, but because he's water. His water resists Ice. Let's bring Dreadnought. He could see some action, you know? We don't need Latias today. This should be fine for this fight, I think. I haven't, like, done the math, but... You know... We don't need to. I've done the math on Palkia being good, you know? It's called Feline Prowess. It's a very fancy calculation. Citrus. Now, Kamo is scared of a Weather Ball. Which I don't love. I don't love that. Maybe I don't bring it. Is basically what I'm considering. I would love to have a Cobalion, I guess, is my main point. Is there another way to deal with Heliolisk? Is there another way, a ground way, a fighting way? Maybe Metagross is just a better answer. My guy Metagross. Good into the Heliolisk. Now, if I lose Amon here, that'd be very funny, considering I like Deathless Sabrina into Death Hole Rocker Luca. Feels bad. It feels real bad. What I want to do is this. Okay. We should be fine. I think. Stealth Rocks is annoying. I think we're okay. Palkia does work, you know? Rocker Luca. Rock on. Rock on, Rocker Luca. Not when I'm here, though. It started to snow. Can't wait until this thing is Spatial Rend. Really looking forward to it. Oh, he goes out. What does he go out into? Walrein? Heliolisk? Like, why, though? Oh, because he has dry skin. Does it matter, though? Do I not just, like, kill? Do I not just kill? This thing is really fast. What does it do to me, though? Should I be scared? I don't know what this thing does to me, though. Like, he clicks, like, Boom Burst. And it does a lot of damage, to be fair. So maybe I go into gains. I get those gains. Good Weather Ball. Does this thing do anything? And my answer was literally just like Metagross, which does resist Boom Burst. And the C starts falling, which is actually kind of bad for him. Or he full switches. Interesting. Does a lot of damage. Yeah, Queen comes out. This thing wants to go for Earth Power. And that's a little scary. But I theoretically have an answer for this, which is... Dies, I guess? I haven't really thought about it that hard, to be honest with you. This thing should be faster. I didn't make it minus speed. And it should really just kill Nidoqueen with a Psycho Cut. This is going for Fire Blast. He shouldn't, though. Let's go for Earth Power. Does not do much. Psyblade. This thing's bulky, but not that bulky. What comes out? Helios comes back out. This thing either goes Volt Switch, Boom Burst. I think I just go into Metagross again, though. Maybe it feels kind of bad. I'm slower. Can't really do anything. I don't want to tank a Weather Ball. Yeah. Could go into Cheese, too. Does anything resist a Volt Switch? I mean, Combustion does. I just can't guarantee he's Volt Switching. Problem is now I'm not in a good spot, because this thing's slower, too. He is Volt Switching. I know his strat now, though. I can guarantee that's gonna happen every time, unless he can kill. What comes out now? Got Mega. This thing is also a little scary. Don't really know what it does. Probably goes for a Bug move. And I go into Gains. Does Bug Bugs. I get my minus special attack. Actually, it doesn't do that. Do I just overheat and kill? Maybe? Maybe a Torch Song now. Surprised he Bug Buzzes again. Does this kill? I guess he has Tinted Lens, that's why. It's got Tinted Lens. Helios comes back out. This thing goes for Surf. Does a Surf kill, though? Not really convinced the Surf kills. So he might just Volt Switch again. I feel like either way, like, Combustion's not a bad answer. But I could just, like, stay in. Let me make sure. I don't die here. What is this one called? Krokorok. It's not Krokorok. It is Skeledirge. I know it started with an S. Skeledirge, not Leader Morty. Skeledirge. 68 into Helioptile. Heliolisk. It does not kill. It does not, so we're fine. Actually doesn't do very much at all. So you just Torch Song again. It does just Volt Switch. It's fine. Gonna do solid damage here against Piloswine. This might just kill. I don't think it does. Gonna do good damage though. This thing doesn't have any priority. Are we faster? Yes. I don't really know what the strategy here was. But we get another boost, and Helioptile probably comes in again. Which means we have to swap out. Volt Switch is going to do a lot. Yeah, Helios comes back out. This thing is kind of a problem, actually. I really think he goes for Volt Switch here. I go into Combustion. It'd be really funny if he doesn't go for Volt Switch this time. Kind of sad. There we go. Free. Does no damage. Wall Rain comes out, and we're fine. We fake out because we can, and then we Plasma Fist. And I'm cold. What can this thing do to me? Kinda scared, but I think we just Volt Switch. We are faster. I don't really know what the Frostbite does, but I don't think it makes us slower. 198 speed, yeah, we're fine. Volt Switch, he probably... Maybe just Plasma Fist, actually. I think we don't die to anything. Yeah, okay. We just kill. Being kind of silly there. Not too hard. First fight of Route 12 done with. Ooh, Sabrina took a lot out of me. Not gonna lie to you. What is next? It is Camper Justin. This fight is a back-to-back. That's a scary thing to say. But it is only 3 Mons and then 2 Mons, so it's not too bad. This Darmanitan is so fast, because it has Choice Scarf. Can our Combustion be faster? I don't think I can kill in one hit anyways, is the problem. I don't think it can be faster. We can check real quick, though. Go back into town. Get our nature righted back up. Zera Ora. And go... Adamant, I guess? Yeah. I can check the speed. I definitely don't think it's going to be faster than Darmanitan, though. It might be kind of close. With plus speed. I just don't think it kills. Plus speed, minus special attack. It is faster. It is faster. Problem is this thing has Earthquake, so if I don't kill, it doesn't matter. And I don't think I kill. Don't even know why I really check, but I can check. Zeta Ora. 68. Versus Darmanitan. Darmanitan. Galar. And I'm Plasma Fisting. Actually, it does kill. Because you fake out and then you Plasma Fist. Okay. So that's just that is the strategy. Lead Combustion. And I assume it goes fine. It goes fine into Frostlass too. Like, it just kills Frostlass too, I feel like. By the way, I'm not that scared of a Frostlass. Freaking Kelder. What do I want to do? Obviously a Psychic type, I feel like, is good. What else is strong against fighting? I feel like it's more than Psychic. Kelder. Kelder. Flying. Fairy, and I don't really have either of those. So I just really have Psychic. Obviously, Knockoff is quite scary. Just making me think, like, maybe you don't switch into Latias, you know? Maybe you just go something that kind of just bulk cities this thing. What would that be, though? Does Dragon resist fighting? I always forget. Come-o-oh. Come-o-oh. No. Dragon does not resist fighting. Could go Xatu. Xatu's here. What does Guerrilla Tactics do? It's not plus speed, that's Bull Rush. It just makes it do a ton of damage, but it can only pick one move. Yeah. I knew that one. My knowledge is pristine. Thinking about how to beat this Conkelder. I really think it might just be something here, and that something might just be Dirge. Kinda scared of a knockoff. Not gonna lie. But aside from that, it's not too frightening. I'm trying to think of what can take a knockoff and just, like, wipe it off. Like it was nothing. I don't think it's that much that we have, at the very least. So, what is... Let's look at the type chart for the first time in literally forever. Go to the first one. The bad one. What is Dark super effective against? It's not very effective against fighting. Which means Komodo feels like the right answer. Dark is fighting. It is dark, and it is fairy. I think we just go Komodo. And go fighting for fighting type. At least like the plan. Okay. I'm not even sure he does knockoff. That is what I'm like definitely most scared of. And the Sand Slash. 4 times weak to fire, but it also has a Focus Sash. Focus Sash, a little bit of a problem. Komodo does really well into it, though. Like, we should be able to kind of just, like, duo off of the Komodo, except for Icicle Crash. Just going to do a crazy amount, and it's not fast enough. So, forget what I said, it's a bad answer. Dreadnaught's not terrible into it. I'm really, like, you're thinking, oh, okay. We can go fighting here, actually, and you can go double kick with one of our single cool trio, which is Iron Leaves. Yeah, the problem is obviously, like, getting Iron Leaves in is a question mark. So maybe this is legitimately a Tauros situation. A Tauros situation. Unless something else has double kick. But I really think, like, probably not. Maybe Zeraora does. I don't think anything else does, just, like, a cursory glance. Let's check, though. Not here. Does not have double kick. Does have Fury Swipes, which does not kill. What was our plan? Our plan was to go Tauros. Question is what moves are you using, obviously. Or what move are you using. Because none of these are killing, but it is type fighting, which is murdering. This is literally just like a Tauros situation. This is made for Tauros. It's gotta have a good fighting move. It literally has double kick. Is that really the best fighting move it has? Tauros. Aqua. It hits. Close combat at 60. We'll definitely teach it close combat. Brick Break's fine. And CC is going to be the move, right? So I'm not too worried about it. Not too worried about it. Let's level this thing up, and it will be the answer here. We got our trio. I'm not super confident about... We don't need Wave Crash. About Mo into Conkelder. But it feels like the right option, I guess. Even wrong about that. Wrong about it being right. Is Dragon Dance ever gonna come into play? It's better than Work Up. Not gonna teach him Outrage. Playing Soul. I don't know. Like, theoretically it feels good, but... Is this thing like... Why is Clanging Scales special? How special is this thing? Oh. And it has not bad special attack. Problem is like Sky Uppercut. Am I ever gonna click Clanging Scales? Problem is like, why do you have two boosting moves then? I don't know. Clanging Soul just feels like such a hard move to get to work. Clangorous Soul, I guess what it's called. Okay. Moving on to the next fight. Have our answers for that one. Combustion's still very good into Frostlass. Very, very good. Kinda just, I'm pretty sure just one-shots it. Does not have defense. Is faster, right? Arctozolt, you're thinking... And Ground just kills this thing. Slush Rush is really spooky. Because it makes it really fast, right? Slush Rush. Ability. Speed is double with Slush Rush. Which makes it still slower than Combustion. But Combustion can't really do enough to this thing. So we do need a good answer for it. And unfortunately, this is one thing that Frigid is not insane into. Because it's not faster. And... yeah. And it's not... doesn't resist electric. Right if we had a ground type here. Would be spectacular, I would say. We had a ground type. Question is, do we? We always bring Metagross, and he does resist, and he does have a fighting move. Here's this Bolt Beak. Low Kick's gonna do not much. Stone Edge is gonna do a little bit. I think I've talked myself into Metagross being an answer. I'm not sure that's true, but it feels right to me. I do want to bring Dirge here, which means we leave one of Palkia and Iron Leaves. I think it's Iron Leaves. I think it's got to be Iron Leaves. This team is entirely Ice. This thing just isn't fast enough to outspeed, so I think this is the team. I think it is, therefore it is. My main question is it worth going Ice-type Berry on anything? Maybe? And the only thing it can go on is the Komodo. I think I will. I'm not super confident about how it matches up into Keldor, though. Assault Vest is plus special defense, right? It's not plus defense. Assault Vest. Not the card. It is special defense. That's fine. I feel like we should be fine just sending Komodo into that thing and not using Komodo for the rest of the fight. But maybe it's worth putting an Ice Berry on it anyways. Like, just in case, I guess. My only concern is maybe that's going to make it not a good Conkeldurr answer, but... we'll see about that when it happens, I suppose. I'm actually really a little scared of this Conkeldurr. With Iron Fist? I don't know. I think I should have something that just, like... I guess Dirge isn't too bad into it. Like, Dirge, the only thing you have to be careful about is a knockoff. The only other thing you can do is Thunder Punch. So maybe just go no Citrus Berry on Dirge, and have that be the answer. And then don't bring Komodo? I would love another Resist. Another Ice Resist or something. Maybe Runarigus. The Rune Man. Super tanky. He's weak to ice. Rock is weak to ice, is what I've learned. What is good against ice? The answer will shock you. Not much here, unfortunately. Not much in our box. I'll bring the Komodo, and I will put an Ice Berry on him. Because he is fighting, and that is cool. A Yachi. I like the name of that. That's one of the better named berries. Yachi Berry. Okay, I feel like we're fine. I feel like we're fine. We shall run it. Make sure all my natures are right. Don't want to make silly mistakes. That would be silly of me. This thing is cool. Slush Rush is scary. Earthquake is scary. Still very scared of this Alolan Sandslash. But I think they'll be alright. That I do. I'll figure something out. What I always do, you know? You try to figure things out too much, you'll end up overthinking things. Let's go this way. It's a little easier. Easier on the soul. There's no, like... I think it's actually faster. Oh, you have to go through here. Back-to-backs. A little scary. Fisherman and Ned, not as scary. Especially not when he has a skitty. Not super confident about this, but we should just win. Should just win. I guess I didn't really go through this route. Do I have Surf? What did I get from beating Sabrina? I think I got something. Sabrina. Got Trick Room, obviously. And that's pretty much it, seems like. Did not get Surf or anything. I think Surf's like... Surf is, in Safari Zone or something? Maybe that's something else, though. Okay. Getting back to where we were. All these fishermen in our way. Gotta Plasma Fist him away. Not a Matang. Can't believe something did damage to me. I didn't see what it was. Did not see what it was? Okay. You're all healed. You're all set. You're not scared of anything. I feel like we just, like, win. Ideally. Could this Alolan Sandslash be a problem? It's got Slush Rush is the issue. And if it one-shots my Paldean Tauros... that would be bad. Sandslash. This is 68. Pretty sure I leveled it up. I did, because I got the move. No, it does no damage. It's actually kind of shocking. Alright. I'm surprised at how little that does. We then roll. We roll then. I would like to get through this route. Ideally. Before the end of the day. But I don't know if that's going to happen. This fight is Camper Justin. This is the back-to-back, okay. Let's see what we can do. I'm feeling confident, which is usually a good thing. Then again, I haven't really planned for this, so... I mean, I did. You saw me plan for it. I just didn't do the Sabrina plan. Darmanitan comes out. It, like, is slower. I fake out. I Plasma Fist. And Keldor comes out. do I kill this thing in one hit? That would make everything a lot easier. I don't know why I didn't calc it. Ken Kelder. Camper Justin. Nope, that's the wrong side. Zera Oro. It is level 68. It has Plasma Fist. It does not kill. Definitely does not. It does a lot of damage. This thing doesn't really do that much to me, but I do want to save the rest of this thing's health. Maybe that's a little silly. I think it's the right move, though. And I go into games. Definitely most scared of knockoff here. Probably does go for knockoff. Fun, killed her. Actually probably goes for Drain Punch. So I go into this thing. Let's go Drain Punch. It does knock off, it's gonna be so annoying. This does very little. I'm shocked at how little that does. Obviously it's not like a real super effective, but also this thing has Iron Fist and Assault Vest, and I kinda forgot about it. We just Torch Song now. This is where I should have had Willow. I don't know why I got rid of Willow. Now I'm Parrot, which is kind of bad. I do have to switch out. This thing's going for knockoff. Para didn't happen, I'd be... Maybe he's going for Thunder Punch? I think he's actually going for Thunder Punch. Maybe I go into Combustion then and just kill it. Obviously can't go into Zora here. Thunder Punch. What can tank a Thunder Punch? I mean, Metagross can. The problem is it might be slower. He's not slower. He's faster. Alright, I think I just go into Metagross then. Doesn't knock off here. No reason to. I just kill. And... I just hammer around. There we go. This thing comes out. I am slower. This thing's going for Earthquake. I just switched into Zora. It was the answer. The answer that I had. EQs, that's fine. Doesn't do that much. Actually does shockingly little. Yeah, I might be underestimating this thing. And you CC. And it dies. Good first fight. Clean first fight. Oh, it crit. Wow. Can't believe it crit. Does it do double defense drops? That's such a problem. To be fair. That's not really a problem. It's just kind of funny. Like, if we CC, we just immediately have to switch out. Let's look at this thing's stats, though. It took that Sand Slash insanely well. I guess we have to finish this fight first. Now dealing with Frostlass, which I really haven't looked at. So I think we just kill it. I don't feel like I'm being overconfident in that assessment. I don't think this thing can, like, do anything. Boom. Oh, it doesn't die. That's actually interesting. Aurora Veil happens? That's kind of a problem. How long is the Aurora Veil a thing? Can I see? It says no Aurora Veil, but I'm pretty sure there's an Aurora Veil. Let's just protect. Blizzard happens. It's not gonna do that much. It is healing. What's our answer for this thing? For Arctozolt? Theoretically, it's something good, aka Heracross. Now, I did let Heracross take a little bit of damage. It's not ideal, but not the worst thing either. Does Volt Switch kill? Maybe? The problem is if it doesn't, then I'm in some problem territory. Something you Volt Switch. I think I just have to go for Plasma Fist and Volt Switch on the Arctazol. I guess it really doesn't matter. I'm faster than the Arctazol either way. That kills. That's fine. Either way, I can kind of stall the Aurora Veil. Now, it says there isn't any Aurora Veil. But I think that's just, like, a lie. It protects. What does this thing go for? It's Blizzard, that's fine. I just can't do any damage to this thing, unfortunately. Frostbite really doesn't matter. I Volt Switch. It's going for Blizzard. That does nothing. It's going for Blizzard. Does that change my strategy at all? I don't think so. It is kind of scary, though. What else has... What else has Protect right now? This thing does have a Yachi, and it has Multiscale. Does not have Protect. Maybe I go into Gold Seeker here. Problem is, can it take 2 Blizzards? Probably not. Arctazolt's a problem. Zora can take a Blizzard, though. Maybe I switch into Zora. That's Blizzard. It says there's no Aurora. Pretty sure there's an Aurora there, though. Post-combat, does it kill? Looking at the Arctozolt. With Fisherman Andrew. And I have a Tauros. That is 68. I mean, Bolt Beak does a crazy amount, and this thing's faster. So, I have to assume this thing is going to Bolt Beak. Is there anything I can do with that information? Not really. I could go into Combustion. Doesn't feel like a bad answer. What does Bolt Beak do? Bolt Beak. Move. Bolt Beak. I want to make sure it doesn't, like, raise special attack or something. If the target switches, its base power doubles. See, that's a problem. But I think Combustion still tanks it. 68. Do not have Volt Absorb. We still do tank it. Should be fine. Trepid Sword boost. Bolt Beak comes out. It's going to do a lot. Does a lot. Get the berry proc, though. I guess there was no Aurora Veil? Clearly did use Aurora Veil, though. I saw it use Aurora Veil. We fake out. And then we Volt Switch again. Why is this thing so tanky? Is it because of Aurora Veil? Is Aurora Veil, like, permanent? Is that the problem? For 5 turns. It'll only be used during Hail or Snow. It's 5 turns. I don't know. That's weird. Extend the durations from 5 to 8 turns. I think it's still been 8 turns. At least it's been close. We can protect here. Just that fake out did no damage. Seems odd to me. There it is. Okay. There it was up. And then we just full switch. I was like, why is nothing doing any damage? And he blizzards here. What do I go into? I think it's just frigid. Do I have a super effective move? I should have taken... whatever back. We're going to Metagross. He tanks a Blizzard, probably. Haven't really done the calculations, but maybe. What do I click with Metagross, though? I guess I use a fighting move. Does Metagross resist Blizzard? Metagross. I thought I would have figured this out by now. It does resist Ice. Okay, we're fine. Should just Blizzard. Primordial Sea happens. Also, no longer has Slush Rush. Very nice, actually. Seriously. Does not even proc Berry, which is actually kind of annoying. And I Hammer Arm. Slightly worried about Stone Edge here. Am I faster? Yeah, I'm faster. Metagross. Could I use this thing to stop Aurora Veil? I don't think so. He's not weak to rock, is he? No, he resists rock. Okay, we're fine. Metagross is the king. Metagross is the king. Should have done this earlier. We just hammer him. Does this reduce our defense or something? Oh, I mean, it dies, but I think the crit might have mattered. Arc Result kind of bulky. It's not that bulky. Might have just killed. Get through it, deathless though. Is that the last fight of this route? It is, wow. We finally get Seed Bomb, but I've wanted this entire time, and we get to Route 13, which is a new encounter. I have not been here. It's actually 3 new encounters over here. I do believe that there is a trainer in the way somewhere here, though, I have to worry about. Route 13, this route has Sun. Actually, 3 trainers. There's a lot of trainers. Why are there so many trainers on Route 13? This is going to be a gauntlet next time, huh? I have to worry about Birdkeeper Sebastian. And I'll save here, so I don't accidentally run into him. Not gonna count that against me. Like that. Like I almost did that. I don't want to prep for another battle, so that's where I will end it off today. But 0 deaths today feels good. Feels real nice. We've got a run going. We know we got Ice Scales, Mega Metagross in the back pocket that we can get there. There's something here. There's something here. And I'm excited to continue. It's starting to get to the point where every fight is wearing me down. But this is a team that can do it. This is a team that can do it. And next time, as a preview, we got Birdkeeper Sebastian. We got Picnicker Susie. We got Picnicker Alma. We got Beauty Lola and Beauty Sheila. We got Birdkeeper Perry, Biker Jared, Birdkeeper Robert. The Route 13 Gauntlet. I don't know why I said it that way. It's the Route 13 Gauntlet. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if we're gonna survive. But I think we got a hell of a chance. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.